Hi, it's Mrs. Johnson. I'm here to share a couple writing tips with you as you continue to work with your child at home with writing. We really appreciate all you're doing with your writers at home, continuing to foster the love of writing. That ultimately is the purpose, is making sure that your child just loves to write at home. Drawing and making books is super important for you to be doing, and they can be writing about anything they want. So keep that in mind. Always make it fun for them. As they're writing, you want to keep in mind a couple things. There are words that you may have been given that are kindergarten words, we call them, or first grade words that your child is expected to know as a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. And you may have that list. So you might want to take a peek at that list as your child's composing, and you can say things like, you know that word, or give that word a try. You know that word, to honor the fact that your child knows words. And the other thing to think about is when they are stuck on a word that may not be one of those 5 or 6-year-old words, is you want to ask them to say it slowly. Listen for the sounds they hear and just write down those sounds. That's all we expect from a young writer right now. So I'm going to show you how that could look. Let's say your child is writing about dogs, and it may be your dog at home, or it might be any dog. Your child might write this. And then they might come to the word have, and we would want them to say it slowly. Have. And write down what they hear. This is all we would expect. If it's one of those 5-year-old or 6-year-old words, then we would want them to have the E on the end. But if it's not, you can say, here's how it looks in a book. And you can honor the fact that they got down the sounds they heard. Then we want them to go back and reread. I have a, and let's say they want to write the word white for white dog, white. W. And you would want them to have the sounds, just the white. That's pretty close. Some of them will have the H, or you could put it in there, and then you can say this is how it looks in a book. So you can help them with those sounds they do not hear. Then have them reread, I have a white dog, and they might even have a book where they can look at the word dog and use the resource to help them. So I have a white dog, and then they might have that, and that's a word they might know, that, I, and let's say they want love. They may write it like this, of, because they hear all the sounds, and these are the sounds they hear, and that's really close for a emergent or young writer, so that's okay. And then we put a period. And then I reread it again. I have a white dog that I love. And then you can encourage them to add on. And if they want to add on, that's great. So always keep in mind you want to make writing really engaging for them, really help them think of stories that are exciting for them, that they can draw and illustrate and make books, and then just encourage them to write down the sounds they hear, and then be thinking of those 5K words or first grade words that we would want them to know at this time of year. If you have any questions, please reach out to your child's classroom teacher, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Have a great day.